What's up guys, it's Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my top 10 favorite bands. This is technically my top 12 favorite bands, but I'm calling it my top 10. I don't know, 10's just like a better number. Top 10 sounds better than like top 12. In my previous videos, you can probably guess what most of these are. I've mentioned a lot of them, if not all of them before. I talk a lot about music on this channel, so I figured I would make a video on my top 10 favorite bands if any of you were interested. I don't know. The order is definitely not set in stone, but as of right now, September 20th, 2015, the day I'm filming this, this is the order of my top 10 favorite bands. Starting with number 10 is Sleeping with Sirens. For some reason, Sleeping with Sirens gets a lot of hate, but I don't know. I like all of Sleeping with Sirens stuff, even their new stuff. I really like their new stuff, but I also really like their old stuff. I don't know. I've seen them live a bunch of times now. They're really good. I've met them. They're super sweet. Yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy their music a lot, and I haven't really gotten tired of it. Probably because they change it up so much. Number 9, this band actually used to be in my top 5 bands. I don't know, they just moved down the list. And this band is As It Is. I love these guys with all of my heart. I've met them twice now. They're super sweet. I love all of their music. Right now they're doing some crazy thing on Twitter. No one really knows what the fuck is going on. I'm excited for their new music. I like them a lot. I think they're really talented. I think they're really fun. They're all super sweet. So, but yeah, As It Is. Number 8 is probably the first band I ever really got into, and that's why they're on this list. I still enjoy them a lot, and this is Green Day. It originates in 6th and 7th grade is when I got into the alternative music scene, besides like pop and country, which I grew up on. But Green Day, always been obsessed with. American Idiot is one of my all-time favorite albums, same with 21st Century Breakdown and Dookie. They're classics in the punk rock scene. I love listening to their music, it never gets old. And number 7 is probably going to be the big one on this list that I might get hate for on. My 7th favorite band is One Direction. I could go into more detail about this, but I'm not. I'm just saying I've been with them since 2010, 2011. I love their music, mostly their newer stuff. Their older stuff is really like disgusting pop music. I still listen to it. I know every single word to every single one of their songs. They've just been with me for the past 5 years, and I can't really imagine like not listening to them. So that's that. One Direction, my 7th favorite band. I love them, and I will always love them. Number 6, we're about halfway through. My 6th favorite band is Panic at the Disco. Again, one of the first bands besides Green Day that I really got into the alternative scene 4 or 5 years ago. Heard Fever, Can't Sweat Out in full, was obsessed. That was the only album I listened to for like 4 months straight. Still my favorite album of theirs to date. I love everything they do. Every single album is a change of style for them, and I think they do it really well. Brendan Urie's vocals live, I've seen them twice now. Holy shit, they're awesome. It was like my first ever concert I went to. And we're in my top 5. Now my 5th favorite band has been one of my favorite bands for about a year now, and this is Paris, or PVRIS. I've seen them 3 times this summer. They're fantastic live. I've met them twice now. They're so sweet. They're just so talented. They have such a unique sound in this music scene. It's not pop punk, but it's not pop. It's, I don't know. They're very, very good. They're very talented. Lynn's voice just gives their music such a unique sound. They're amazing and fantastic, and I love them a lot. There are 2 bands tied for my 4th favorite band. Number 4 is Walk the Moon. Most of you may know this. If you know me in person, you know I actually recently just got a Walk the Moon tattoo. I plan on getting more tattoos in the near future. I'll probably just do a video on all of those. I will talk about it eventually. If you know me in person, or if you saw it on Twitter, you know what it is, where it is, and why I got it. For the past 2 years now, actually, a little more than 2 years, has been just such a positive influence on me. They're just such a uplifting, feel-good band, and I get a lot of positivity from them and inspiration from them as people and as musicians, so gotta put them in the list. And the second band is Magic Band. They're like an indie rock, pop kind of band. They're based in Boston, which is where I'm from. They're super fun. I don't know. I love them a lot. They're really good. If you haven't heard of them, check them out. They're really good. I enjoy them a lot. I've been listening to them for 2 years now. I put them in the same list as Walk the Moon because I discovered them at the same time. I enjoy listening to them a lot. I've met them a lot. I've seen them a lot. So definitely check them out. And we're on to my top 3, which is technically top 4, but I say top 3 because I have 2 bands tied in 3rd place. Starting with number 3, 3rd favorite band is State Champs. If you couldn't tell, I've seen them 4 times in total. They're fantastic live every single time I've seen them. I've met them twice. They're just fantastic people, first of all. They're so down to earth. They're so funny and fun to talk to. They're fantastic musicians. They're so good live. They're just an overall like a really great band. And the second band in my third place spot is Neck Deep. Stated in my last video, I said I was going to Rochester, New York to go see them and Pierce the Veil and I Prevail, but some things fell through. I didn't end up going, which is why there's no vlog of it. Neck Deep have recently, within the past year, has really fought their way up to the top of my list. And I put them next to State Champs because I got into both of them about the same time, June of 2015. I've previously listened to both of these bands before. I liked the stuff they had out, but I was never super into them like I am now. June of 2015 is when I got into State Champs. It was about 2 months after I saw them for the first time. Previously knew of these bands, but only really been into them for a little over a year now. And we're into the final top 2. And number 2 on my list, if you know anything about me, you probably know what this is, but my second favorite band is All Time Low. I've been listening to All Time Low for a while now. I feel like everyone's been listening to All Time Low, like even if you know it or not, but I've probably been listening to them since 2011, 2012, about when Don't Panic came out. I'm not gonna go super into this, but they've just been my favorite band for the longest time. I've seen them a couple times now live. They're really good. I love all of the music they put out. They mean a lot to me. There's really no other words for me to explain. They mean a lot to me. Good music, good people. I've yet to meet them, but it's fine. It's fine. Before I mention my favorite band, which you definitely already know, because I've mentioned it in several videos, and if you know anything about me, you know that they're my favorite band. I'm going to mention a ton of the honorable mentions, which are just a bunch of my other favorite bands that I couldn't narrow down to my top 10. My list written down here. So my honorable mentions are, these are in no particular order by the way, Knuckle Puck, Rome, The Script, With Confidence, Bring Me the Horizon, Pierce the Veil, Issues, My Chemical Romance, The Main, and Set It Off. These are just a ton of the other bands I listen to all the time. I enjoy their music a lot, but they're just not in my top 10. Anyways, going on to my favorite band. Like I said, this might change, this might not change, but they'll still definitely always be up there on my list. If you couldn't guess, my favorite band is 21 Pilots. I'm not gonna get super into this. I don't know, 21 Pilots have just been there for me for the past 2 years. Their music has really spoken to me. It's gotten me through a lot of shit. I saw them for the first time in June, 2 nights in a row. The best concert experience of my life. Their songs mean a lot to me, they mean a lot to me. Just overall, I really enjoy listening to their music. I find myself listening to this music more so than any other of the bands on this list. That's why I had to put them in number 1. Like I said, that might change. I'm a very indecisive person. Making this list was so freaking hard. It was a top 10 list and they couldn't even pick 10. I picked 12. That is a list of my favorite bands with a bunch of honorable mentions. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite bands are because I'd love to know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. My social media is down below if you want to follow me on that. That would be cool. I post a lot about music, bands, if you couldn't tell. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!